A chemical change is a process that leads to the transformation of one set of chemical substances to another. All chemical changes can be placed into one of 6 following categories. A combustion change is when oxygen combines with another compound to form water and carbon dioxide. These changes are exothermic, meaning they produce heat. A synthesis change is when 2 or more simple compounds add to form a more complicated one. A decomposition change is the opposite of a synthesis change, where a more complex substance breaks down into its more simple parts. A single displacement change takes place when an element or ion moves out of one compound and into another. Double displacement change occurs when the anions and cations of 2 different modules switch places, forming 2 entirely different compounds. Acid-base is a special kind of double displacement change that takes place when an acid and base react with each other. Precipitation takes place when a change involving 2 solutions produces an insoluble product. The product appears as a precipitate. Neutralization is a chemical change in which an acid and a base react to form a salt. Water is frequently, but not necessarily, produced as well. Fermentation in food processing is the conversion of carbohydrates to alcohols and carbon dioxide or organic acids using yeast, bacteria, or a combination thereof under anaerobic conditions. Electrolysis is a method of using a direct electric current to drive a non-spontaneous chemical change. It is commercially highly vital as a stage in the separation of elements from naturally occurring sources such as ores using an electrolytic cell. Oxidation and reduction. If a substance loses oxygen during a change, it is reduced. If a substance gains oxygen during a change, it is oxidized. Reduction and oxidation always takes place at the same time. A change in which 2 or more substances combine to produce a single substance is known as combination change. These changes are usually exothermic. Chemical decomposition is often an undesired chemical change. The stability that a chemical compound ordinarily has is eventually limited when exposed to extreme environmental conditions like heat, radiation, humidity, or the acidity of a solvent. In double decomposition change, a chemical change takes place between 2 compounds where the positive ion of one compound is exchanged with the positive ion of another. When a combination change occurs between a metal and a non-metal, the product is an ionic solid. Magnesium burns in air. The atoms of the metal combine with the gas oxygen to produce magnesium oxide. In catalyst, the change does not proceed directly, but through a third substance known as catalyst. Unlike other reagents, a catalyst is not consumed by the change itself. However, it can be inhibited, deactivated, or destroyed by secondary processes.